Namaste to all. Historically, Kriyayoga has been referred to as a Guru Mukhi Vidya. This phrase translates to knowledge from the Guru's mouth and represents a deep initiation based teaching that focuses on understanding the self. Gurumukhi Vidya is a term that, in its most fundamental sense, refers to the ancient and holy knowledge that is passed down from a guru to a disciple, with the primary emphasis being placed on spiritual enlightenment. One must learn it directly from a guru by sitting close to them or at their feet. The guru's grace serves as the driving force behind all the techniques taught in a Guru Mukhi Vidya. This grace assures its practitioners the requisite strength and determination to achieve success. The Guru principle is indispensable in a Guru Mukhi Vidya. Kriya Yoga is a genuine Guru Mukhi Vidya. According to Sri Swarupananda Baba, my revered Gurudev, there is no Kriya Yoga without the Guru. Kriya Yoga is the Guru, and the Guru is Kriya Yoga. Both of these terms are just identical. In the Gurumukhi Vidya, it is of the utmost importance that a disciple has achieved a certain level of spiritual growth. It is not necessary to possess any particular qualifications or credentials if you wish to learn Kriya Yoga. However, to achieve true and genuine spiritual growth, an individual must consistently engage in the practice for a certain period of time. Only then can he develop the essential qualities of receptivity, dedication, and tranquility. This is typically and naturally achieved by practicing the first and second kriyas of Kriya Yoga system regularly for 3 to 5 years. Only then will he be able to understand the message that the Guru is trying to convey through silence. This renders the regular practice of the first and second kriyas both essential and challenging for a disciple. A student's primary objective should be to maintain consistency in their practice. Genuine spiritual development is initially indicated by how receptive an individual is. Once a high level of receptivity is attained, an individual will be open to all possibilities and prepared to evaluate all perspectives, including those that are diametrically opposed. Through this attribute, he is liberated from the imprisonment or servitude of conditioning, as well as from preconceived notions, dread, and animosity. Without such a growth, his rational mind will always dominate, leading to the empowerment of his ego and the development of solid convictions about what is right and wrong. He must acknowledge that the Guru is transporting him to an entirely unfamiliar realm where the knowledge he has acquired through his senses will be of minimal significance in its most fundamental sense. Spirituality does not acknowledge the world as we perceive it. Spirituality asserts that the world is either a delusion or a reality that resembles a dream, which exists solely in a dream state. When we wake up from the dream, we realize that it was merely an illusion or a transformation of the mind into various forms. However, this universe represents the sole truth from the perspective of a student. Only a person who has transcended this dimension of existence can transport him or her there. If a student believes that their perspective is the only correct one, they will consistently fail in their spiritual journey. Having a clear understanding of this fact will facilitate his surrender of his ego. When an individual is able to relinquish their ego to a suitable extent, they begin to recognize that it is time to assign the responsibility for their existence to another person who possesses a higher level of consciousness. This is the moment when he genuinely enters a Guru Mukhi Vidya. The Guru is responsible for the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well being of his disciple in a Guru Mukhi Vidya. He came to the realization that Guru is beyond karma and doesn't have any personal ambitions. In light of this comprehension, he came to the realization that Guru's actions are exclusively intended to benefit his disciples. A disciple will achieve inner silence by relinquishing his ego, which will allow him to comprehend the Guru's goals, not just through his words, but also through his silence, gifts, and even a simple look.